Flora, good to see you. So we're going to play with a little arm balance today. This is going to be a brief flow on how to get your flying splits, also known as Ekapada Kundinyasana. So we're going to find our way into child's pose to start. Hop on your mat. All you need is yourself and your mat. You can bring big toes touch, knees wide, and arms can go long across the mat. Bring the forehead towards the earth. And just rock gently from side to side. Let the seat be heavy towards the heels. Inhale, fill up the lungs. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, fill up those lungs. Exhale, let it go. Slowly on the inhale, we're going to take a bound version of child's pose. We'll start bringing the hands behind the nape of the neck in prayer, bringing the elbows towards the earth. From here, we're going to bring all 10 fingertips together, rounding through the fingers, separating the palms until we make almost like a ball of energy or a sphere with the hands. Really pressing through all 10 fingertips, really rounding through the knuckles and the fingers, the hands. And really see here, while we're doing this, can we ignite up the serratus, that muscle underneath the armpit? Really widening the ribs, slightly tucking belly to spine. Still letting that seat be heavy towards the heels. Just gently waking up the shoulders. Slowly on an exhale, we'll release back through child's pose, ripple forward, tabletop. We're going to take a few push-ups in tabletop. So bend the arms, thinking chaturanga in the arms, dropping the forehead or chin towards the mat, and then inhale, push up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, push. Exhale, bend. Inhale, push. 2 more like that. Exhale, bend. Inhale, push. Last one, bend. And push. We'll find our way into tabletop. We're going to take a few scapular elevations and depressions and scapular push-ups. So let the heart melt down. See if we can draw the scapula back, almost like winging the scapula back together, almost like you were squishing a cherry tomato between the scapula. And then exhale, round. Push the scapula away. We're going to do this really slow. Find that dip and then that press away. Moving only the scapula. We're working to strengthen the shoulders here, to stabilize the shoulders. A lot of what we're doing when we're doing arm balances is, yes, a lot of shoulder work, but also core work. So while we're doing this, can we imagine that belly hug up towards the spine? Can we imagine that activation in the core? 2 more. Last one. And eventually sit back onto the heels. The hands come towards the knees. You can loop those shoulders up, back and down. Take a moment of rest. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Last one, inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Slowly let the hands come all the way down by the sides. We're going to plant the hands by the knees. Keep the fingertips in line with the knees. We're going to hover the knees off the mat and we're going to roll all the way over until you're in a forward fold at the back of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, fold it forward. Really lengthening through the hamstrings. A lot of this arm balance with Ekapada Kundinyasana is also some hamstring lengthening. So we're really going to work to lengthen the hamstrings. You might sway gently from side to side. The hips stack over the heels. Inhale, half lift. And then exhale, fold. 2 more like that. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Slowly inhale, halfway lift. We're going to walk our hands out until we make it into high plank. Moving really slow. In our high plank, we're going to take chaturanga. Pause in your chaturanga. And then inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to open up the hips. Inhale, right leg high in the sky. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Take some circles with the knees. Stir the air. Really opening up that hip. You circle one way,
Circle the other way, switch directions. Eventually release, we'll switch sides. Left leg's gonna go high in the sky, bend the knee, stack the hip. Find those circles. While we're doing this, really work to keep the shoulders in one line and hips in one line. So we're not trying to peel open the shoulders, we're not trying to peel open the hips, trying to keep everything even. Switching sides if you haven't already. And then releasing into your downward facing dog. Slowly inhale, left leg high in the sky, hug it in, knee to nose, and we're gonna step it outside that left hand, coming into lizard to start. We're just gonna begin to rock forward and back. Breathing here. Option is to stay on the hands, or you can come down to the forearms. We're just gonna stretch out the hips. Long exhale. And then slowly find some stillness. Come up onto the hands if you lowered onto the forearms. And we're going to start with our prep for Ekapada Konasana. So from here, that left foot might walk out just a little bit further in front of the hand so that you can bring that left hand almost behind that heel. From here, while we're doing this, you can already feel that hug or that glue between the back of that tricep and underneath that hamstring. Walk the hands back slightly. From here, we're just going to play with a little lean, where we walk the left foot forward and maybe we bend at the elbows. Just pausing here, we're not even lifting, but we're just playing with this. What does it feel like to bend at the elbows? Maybe we stay. Maybe we lift that left leg off the earth as we bend. Right foot still connected. Maybe we stay, or maybe the right big toe gets a little light. Maybe we find some taps. Slowly releasing, and we're going to switch sides. Finding right foot forward this time, left foot's back. You can come down onto the forearms, give the wrists a break. You might walk forward and back. Keeping with the breath. And then we'll find those drills. Walk up onto the hands. Start. Walk those hands back slightly. Maybe that right hand comes behind the right heel. Maybe we find those little leans. Maybe we stay here. Or that right leg goes long. Maybe the leans. Maybe we stay here. Or the float. Maybe those taps to the back leg. I'm bending my right leg right now so I don't hit my wall, but you can keep that leg straight. And then eventually releasing back through child's pose, dropping knees towards the earth, arms long across the mat. We're going to give the wrists a break. You can figure out the wrists, interlacing the hands. A long exhale. To release. Slowly, we're going to find a lift. And we're going to step into Malasana Yogic Squat. So you can lift the knees off the earth. Step the left foot outside the right hand and the right foot outside the right hand. From Malasana, bring wrists behind the backs of the knee pits and sink it down. Rock gently from side to side, squeezing the wrists inside the knee pits. I'll turn this way so that you guys can see me. And we're just going to gently rock. Just kind of decompressing the wrists. This is a great exercise. If you're ever working any arm balances or handstands or anything where you're on your wrists a lot, a great way to release the wrists. And then eventually we'll release, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, and we're going to step it back, downward facing dog. So whatever side felt easier to you in those preps, we're going to lift that leg high in the sky. Hug it outside that tricep. Bend at the elbows. And then maybe you extend that leg. Maybe the back toe lifts. I like to turn my cheek towards the mat or towards the earth. so that when I lean forward, I don't feel like my face is gonna hit the earth. And then slowly release back to downward facing dog. Try the other side. Maybe what some might call the least favorite side or the more fun side. And then releasing back to downward facing dog, finding child's pose. Drop the arms down by the sides. A long exhale, letting the seat be heavy. Taking any wrist care you need. And maybe interlacing those fingers. Letting elbows come towards the earth to decompress.